Today, I want to let you know that we have in person Gabriel DiCristofaro to speak to you about mental mechanics. Gabriel.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Do you know that if a fish assesses itself on whether it can climb up a tree, it will spend its life thinking it's stupid and really has no skill set? Albert Einstein. And that leads me to the point that I want to talk about today is where's our perspective and how can we deal with our mental perspective towards ourselves and the mental mechanics involved. Self-efficacy. Anybody familiar with that concept? Yeah, see, not too many people. It's kind of a complicated word, self-efficacy. What does that mean? It means your accurate assessment of your skills and attributes. Well, why is that important? Well, we're a bunch of positive people. How many of you say you're a pretty positive person? That's a lot of people in this room. That's a lot of positivity. I'm excited to be in this room with you. But if you're a 4, scale of 1 to 10 on something, and you say, I'm a 4, but I'm fantastic, and you ignore that it's a 4, how can you really work on it? You know, if an Olympian is throwing his javelin, and his coach goes, that's fantastic, but it's really a, well, I guess in the Olympics it would be a 9.1, and they would go, well, that's not quite good enough, but he has to see that it's a 9.1, doesn't he? So I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I have a slight mental dysfunction. I've had it for my whole life. I've only realized it in the last couple of years. I'm going to describe it this way. If you can imagine a brain having a black marble in the middle of it somewhere during thinking, and the idea that a neurological pathway goes straight, right? Everybody knows this? Well, imagine having to go around that marble to lock in ideas. So I have to go back and forth 2 or 3 times to lock it in, so it makes sense and it sticks. Right, so just to give you a sense of that, does it give you kind of what I'm working with? So in other words, if there's an ABC, I have to go A, C, come back to A, and then build a B around the black marble to get the idea to stick. Make sense? So would I be interested in how the mental mind works? You bet I would be. Absolutely. Which leads me to the next thing. How many of you love learning? Yes, of course. We come to Toastmasters to learn. We come to learn how to be better speakers, and sometimes when people share fantastic ideas, we get inspired. And that's really why we like being here, those stories, right? Joe Dispenza, anybody familiar with Joe Dispenza? Become familiar with Joe Dispenza. He is a man that is fascinated with the mechanics of the brain. Do you know that they did a study where they tracked the brain, and when they had people solving problems, they would get the solution in the back of their mind 8 seconds before their conscious mind knew it. The machine could, they literally, scientists could go, oh, he has a solution, it's coming. Ding! Consistently, all of us are mostly that way. So think about the distance in your mind when what if you cut off an idea at 4 seconds? What if you had an idea to do something and you were considering something in life that was a challenge? 1,000. 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. No, that'll never work. You've cut off your opportunity to be something different 4 seconds before the idea even gets to you. You following me? Because a lot of you are dreamers. How many of you are dreamers? Don't play games with me. I know you're dreamers. You fire, you wire. That's what Joe Dispenza says. When I wake up in the morning, I create those thoughts. What's my day going to be? It's going to be productive. I tell my wife, have a fabulous day. I tell myself, you're going to have a profitable day. Why? Because when you fire, you wire. The neurological patterns in your brain, I was about to do like a Scottish, your brain, mate. Your brain, you got to use it right. But truly, the way I learned it is because I have that marble dysfunction. I had to learn how the brain works. Well, you can replace anything that's not really working in your brain. You can build new landscape. Literally, when you fire, you wire. You say, I'm going to do whatever. I mean, what do you want to create in life? Keep doing it. Because what they suggest is when you learn, it gets that brain building and active. So that's what I would suggest to you. Always keep learning. You remember that fish at the beginning of the story? Climbing up a tree. Come on, right? I mean, that's crazy. We know that. However, some salmon have learned how to climb upstairs. Salmon, in order to do their very interesting mating ritual, will go hopping upstairs, upriver. They will do something different, and they will be adaptable. They will learn and try something different. I consider that a key to success in life. And I offer you the idea, there's 360 points of view. How many of those do you actually have active in your life? 5? 10? There's a book, you should write this down. Imagine. Just like the song by John Lennon, except it's written by Jonah Lehrer. Lehrer. It's a fantastic book. You've read it? Fantastic book, yes, Al? Yeah. On creativity and how group dynamics, the mastermind works. That's why this is such a successful organization, because we get together and share different ideas and build upon each other. Imagine. Do you know where the most patents are? In the cities, of course. Why? Because ideas are bumping around each other. And we've heard about a number of technological opportunities. So much excitement. Mental mechanics. What are the state of your mental mechanics? And I would like to encourage you that you could tune it up just by learning. And it literally could be learning anything. So learn something new today. Gabriel DiCristofaro.
Wow, thank you.
Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Thanks, sir.
Please take 52 seconds.